Hello, it's Monday, June 8th, 2020. Dates are a struggle for me, so you'll forgive me if I pretend to be some oracle with dates and time because they elude me. Time has become this fluid thing now. I can remember times on a case and timelines, but this day to day endless nothing is something I can't grasp onto. Um, I see a lot of people posting and creating content, um, and there's a lot of potential good, just a lot of potential bad out there. One of the things that on either side, and I don't have a side. I'm What is right is what is right. Um, when people try to own rightness, that becomes the problem, in my opinion. So to be uh, uh, persuasive, you have to be believable. To be believable, you have to be credible. To be credible, you must be truthful. Edward R. Murrow said that a long, long time ago, and it still holds. But it's flown out the window. Nobody cares anymore. We don't care about facts. We just post whatever suits our narrow agenda. And anything contrary is blasted as anti hope for the human race. If someone disagrees with you, they can't simply disagree. Let me tell you something. There's a whole lot of people out there that disagree with you. A whole lot of beliefs that don't match yours. And they can be right and disagree with you. You need to get over yourself, whoever you are, whatever side you're on. Starting everything you do with fact, truth, right, honest doesn't make it that. You have to actually live those values. You can't start. I see more and more people starting things out and reposting things. Intelligent people, seemingly intelligent people, that you can disprove in 30 seconds. And the only reason to do that is if you just want to, at no cost or at no conviction to the truth, you just want to promote an agenda that suits you, that has nothing to do with reality. And that's just your ego, your dogma, your prejudice, your whatever out there. And you don't care. And the people that read your stuff are so stupid they won't check it because they want to follow that same thing. They won't check it. And people don't seem to care about the reality of the situation anymore. It doesn't matter. And just following and just putting what suits your agenda to promote your cause. That's the kind of things that happened in the 30s in Germany and led to big problems. Don't be in a mindless cult of loyalty to something that someone has tricked you into believing suits your life. Um, you know, that's not healthy. People need to put a little more effort into fact checking instead of spewing things. Um, it's confusion. It's diverse. Division. It's confusion. It's hate. I don't like using the word hate, but it's hate. And because they never accidentally spread something positive, there's never anything positive spread about anybody. Um, and they do it more and more, and it's just happening. Look, I am by no means uh, on one side or the other strongly, but I see stupidity on both sides. I don't believe there are only two sides. In some way, I believe there's an infinite number of sides, um, and I have two beliefs on this. You don't just have this side and this side, okay? I believe that you have sides all over. I believe you have so many points and opinions as a quote side. You don't have this point and this point. You have so many sides. You have a circle. And it is one complete circle. That's one view. And the other view is I believe there's one side. It's a line. And you don't cross the line. That's my narrow-minded opinion. That on some things I have the line and you don't cross the line. It's that simple. but not on everything and not on big pictures, and not to the point where I can't communicate with somebody who I may disagree with to have a conversation about something. I like to come out of conversations smarter. I like to come out of reading and learning things smarter. More and more, I'm seeing stuff on social media that I'm just coming out of it dumber and angrier, and I don't have the room to lose. So I'm staying away from that stuff as much as I can. And you can't blame the media for everything. It's not their fault. They're merely doing what works for us. And there's some good media out there. You just may have to work a little harder to find it, unfortunately. But it is out there. There is good reporting. Um, don't get so hung up in that your one world thought is the way it is. There, your thing applies to your situation, and if you don't broaden your scope, you'll think that it's right incorrectly. You need to meet people. You need to talk to people. You need to find out other points of view. You need to talk to people you disagree with and learn from each other and grow. Um, it's just the divisiveness is the real pandemic, and the hate and everything else that it's fostering. It's the real virus. It's the real thing that's going to hurt us. And since we're back on the topic of the virus, the numbers are starting to go up a little bit because people have went from cautious to just dropping it. I can't emphasize enough, this thing didn't go away. Science did not solve this yet. It's still out there. And if you haven't been exposed and don't have an immunity, it'll hit you. We'll get another wave. And not everybody was exposed. It's a virus. It's out there. It's fairly resilient, unfortunately, and it mutates. I'm not saying to hide, but cautions are being thrown to the wind. They are not being practiced. Um, you know, um, and when you see them practice, it's painful. When a politician goes someplace, or anybody, but when you see politicians doing it for photo ops, they're talking into, you know, they're up there and they're talking into one of the nastiest things in the world, the microphone. This thing here. The microphone, I love that microphone. It's beautiful. I keep it off camera because it's so huge. It would block my head, but I love that microphone. When you're talking into that microphone isn't sterilized. They're putting their face inches away from where someone else has been. They're playing the mask game now. I see it now. The politicians come and take it right off. You know they're not wearing it anywhere else. They just started doing that. They do a little bit of hand sanitizer just to make it look like they're out there with the troops and they're sort of. But if you look at it, so many people working on the front lines, many of them aren't wearing masks and they're putting themselves at risk. And I know that the mask isn't the end all be all, but it does help. It does help. Even if it's you helping others by wearing it, it helps. But they recently had a story, and I haven't fact checked this completely because I like to do three typically. And I think I've done two on this, but when the politicians go and tour places and everything, they just had it, went out, toured the place that does the testing kits. Well, they had to throw out a bunch of the tests that were there because politicians, some of their aides, didn't wear a mask. So the potential was there that if one of them had the virus, it spread to the testing kits, which would give artificial results. It's something that somebody has to think about. And people need to think about before they go in the door and be a little more responsible. Um, you know, just think about it. There are no politics in being a good human being. There is no right or wrong in being smart. There just is. Do smart things. Hang out with smart people. Be better. Don't settle. Stop settling. Too much settling. And I'll get an interview up here soon. Do another interview with somebody. People like the interviews. And I will see you all soon. Enjoy your day. The weather for this week is hot on Wednesday, rainy on Thursday. Nice weekend if hurricane season doesn't come in too hard, but it's already hitting kind of hard. Take care.